do something like really out there and like not expected, like let's do a song with like Taylor Swift or something like that.
Pink hand glove.
That's
very unkind. Yeah, but I like it.
He's into in the night garden.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Honestly.
Yes, my name is Ian. Oh. Hey, you know that stuff.
That's the heavy shit. That's when I'm feeling a bit risky. I've actually moved on to the harder shit. I'm on the Bob the Builder at the moment, and mate.
Oh shit.
Even that's before you, innit? Or you like the new CGI version?
No, don't you dare.
Oh, do it.
It's past your bedtime, right?
But we get on with it.
Hello, and welcome to episode 57 of the Uncensored Podcast. I am Riley, as always, and to my right is my co-host.
It's Tom again. Hello.
And today we've got some very special guests.
Yes, as usual, we normally have some guests. We have a couple of the lovely boys from Junction 28 joining us today. Woo! How are you doing today?
So I'm going through a tunnel. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, thanks.
Good to hear. So, for all the viewers at home that might not know who Junction 28 are, would you care to elaborate on who the band are, what kind of music you play, all that kind of just information?
Go on, Kit.
Oh, okay. We are a sort of rock, metal, electronic, pop, bit of everything, everything but the kitchen sink kind of act, alternative, from Essex. Yeah. Just whatever we really like is interesting us at the time we start writing the songs, and we sort of just bring all that, take all those influences, stick them in the tracks. So we've got some tracks that are really heavy, some tracks that are a bit more ballady, just kind of like trying to take what interests us about sort of the modern music scene and sort of put that through our own lens, really.
That's cool.
Yeah. And how did you come up with the name for the band?
So we basically put a lot of the names in our hat and just pulled one out.
To be fair, though, I've heard some of those other names you put in that hat. This is before I joined the band, and I think you will probably pick the best one, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, it was basically kind of like new members in the band. So I joined them when the band was already formed, and then it was like, I want to change the name. So I basically want to change the name. So back then we were just predominantly just like a hard rock, classic rock band. And then lineup changes and COVID happened, and then we were like, hey, this ain't different.
Fair enough.
I was sitting there thinking, was there just 28 other members? Is that why you specifically picked 28?
Yeah.
Basically,
we recruited some of Slipknot.
Basically, all the junctions from 1 to 27 are already pre-existing bands. So you just kind of had to make do with the slot you got.
Yeah.
And Junction 28 conveniently happens to be the one splitting straight off to Brentwood, where we're all near, I believe.
Yeah, well, it's the actual junction that we take to go to band practice.
Oh.
That's where the name came from.
The thing is, funnily enough as well, we keep getting mixed up with another band called Junction 25 on Amazon, which has been a bit of a nightmare for us trying to put our music on there. So,
I mean, slowly we'll get all the junctions from 1 to 28. You never know.
Junction Fest.
Junction 10.
Can't wait for the festival.
But yeah,
Junction.
the Junction Festival.
There's a pub in Upminster called the Junction, And there is actually a venue in America, I think, called Junction 28.
There you
There's
go.
a
Junction
festival
28
here
play
called
Junction
Junction
28.
2 as well.
Exactly right. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
you got to do, you've got to multiverse all of the junctions, and then play at the junction, and then it'll be like a time-shattering event.
Create a multiverse.
Exactly.
Get a loom. Junction verse. How many junctions are there on the M25?
I don't know. I don't know.
At
I
least
just know
28.
Junction 28. At least 28. So, what would you say that you take inspirations from some kind of bands? Like, what bands would you take your inspiration from, so to speak?
Venga Boys, Aqua,
Awesome.
who else? Bit of JLS, I say.
Oof. NSYNC.
NSYNC. Backstreet Boys,
Backstreet Boys.
Westlife, Boys Don't.
I mean, all excellent choices there, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just slightly.
Go. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, and just
Well,
slightly
fucking up.
slightly link into that. What music do you listen to that doesn't necessarily inspire your music as much?
All of the above.
Backstreet Boys. I ain't even joking. I love Backstreet Boys. Backstreet. I listen to anything really, as long as it's got some good tunes. I'll listen from metal to R&B to hip hop to garage to house, dance music, pop music, pretty much anything apart from country music. Don't really like country music. I'm sorry to those people that do, but I went to a country show at the O2 and the place stank like the music would smell. Like the big
mean,
there were like literally like haystacks there, and everyone walking around in cowboy hats, and I don't know how they managed to make this place smell like a farm. But
did you wear a cowboy hat, Craig?
no, I had no idea this whole thing was going on. I was only there for folding.
Oh.
Did somehow manage to sneak into the VIP area and hang out with some famous people that they had no idea who they were, apart from the big faces up on the banners.
That's pretty cool.
Rockstar, baby.
So, I believe, we did interview all of you lovely boys at SX Fest this year, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And unless
on our Instagram.
that you can, whoever wants to watch it can watch it. But we're kind of just trying to stick away from all of the questions. I say all of the questions. We probably asked about 2 and then wrapped it up there. But say eventually you want to start playing like arena shows. Is there any like certain venues that you'd like to actually play?
Wembley.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was a good
style
one.
ones. I guess like you
Arena
got
style?
the Brixton Academy has always been a one I've liked.
Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
But then I'd love to play festivals more than anything. Like America has some of the like best festivals, even in Germany.
I mean,
Yeah,
even
so
here, like Download Festival, that
Yeah.
would be big. I'd love to play there.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Download. I'll be quite happy to play in the tent. Download. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just listening to people like singing songs back. It doesn't really matter about the size. I mean, the more people, then obviously it's like, holy shit, that's epic. All you got to do is just like watch the scene of Freddie Mercury, singing at Wembley, and the way he's got the crowd in the palm of his hands. That's the dream.
Yeah, that I do love that. that whole thing, because he really did just have like however many thousand people was there, and they were all like heeding to his command pretty much. But it's so sick to see.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to do that on the Uncensored podcast. Just wait to the Uncensored Wembley moment.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
but
but
might have it at your festival next year.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Honestly, just wait till Uncensored Fest 2025. Wembley couldn't even hold it. But like for say you were to play at Wembley or something, that'd be a lot of people listening to your music, enjoying your music. But do you listen to your own music?
Yeah, actually.
Thing is, like I listen to it like every maybe couple of months. But I always run the risk of like listening to it back and going, oh, actually, you know what? We could have written this little bit of the song different, or we could have asked our producer to change this little part or something like that. So like it's kind of fun to listen to it back and sort of hear how it was at the time, but it's like you never know, you might hear something and you'll be like kicking yourself a little bit like, I wish I thought of this idea like a few months back when we actually did the recording. But it's still nice to listen to it.
I mean, we actually do change it up for live shows. There's things that we're like, oh, do you know what? It actually sound cool. We did this or we did that, and even vocally, I'll do something different vocally that's not on track. I'll sing it slightly different. That's more for me. It's more of either one, I've forgotten the bloody lyrics, or two, where I'm more confident in my vocals, my vocal capability, that I'll push myself to do something really cool.
Sick. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's with that like live experience, like when there's something like unique like at that show, like so only the people in this room have heard this obscure version that may or may not be because I don't remember the words, but like that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, talking about mixing it up. Once we did a show, and it's a really old song. It's quite a few years ago. And then when we practice, I always do the songs, and I do like different accents.
I knew you were going to go on about this one.
and then halfway through the song, I think it's actually up on this breakdown bit. I just went into a full-on Scottish accent, like midway through the show, and everyone was just looking at me, just like, "What are you doing?"
He turned Scottish.
I did. It was like, "Just open your eyes."
So, speaking about live music, have you got any upcoming gigs that you will be playing at?
We have got 2nd of December. I don't know when this is being released, but 2nd of December
Next week.
we're playing the Hope and Anchor in Islington.
Awesome.
Which will be our final show of the year. Then we've got I want to say the 26th of January. We're playing the Essex Bar. Then there's one in February, Milton Keynes. March the 15th, we're playing at the Alex in Southend. I feel like there's another one in there somewhere. And I think there's another one midway through the year. But I'm not allowed to announce it yet.
Yeah. Well, we've got a few things lined up. I think the main one is obviously the second, which is going to be our last gig of the year, which I'm looking forward to a lot. Because I think we've not played there before, have we?
No, we've not played there. So we're opening the night. It's going to be an early one, which is going to be unusual going on stage with only 2 pints down us and a couple of shots.
You've got to get there early and get a couple down you first.
That's since being there an hour. Um, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. I mean, we haven't gigged in what, 2 months? Was it a month? Feels like forever.
Does feel like a little
October.
while.
Is
We've
it
all
October
been
or is it
had our own
no?
things going on a little bit.
Yes. Sorry, fucking I had a brain moment. Um, but linking back to a bit earlier when we were talking about the festival, what three bands would you choose to headline your own festival?
Um, I'd say Bring Mid be in there because we saw them at Download this year and they were absolutely awesome.
I agree with that.
I would have, I mean, Death Be Alive.
Ah,
Cool. Then Lincoln Park, obviously, with Chester. I think those two would got really well, that kind of show. Third, that's a tough one. I mean, I like maybe 3 Days Grace. There we go.
I like a bit of 3 Days Grace.
I love them. And and
I
Backstreet Boys.
was waiting for Junction 28 there.
Ah, we're not worthy. We're
Who says
open.
you're not?
We're open.
Opener.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris? What are your three headliners?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'd say I agree with Bring Me. I feel like Deftones would have to be in there as well. I think that'd be a good shout. And then maybe as like a sort of a bit more of a newer up and coming band, maybe like Sleep Token, because they've been getting a lot of like a lot of sort of attention recently. Maybe not headliner actually, but they'd be in there. But then Linkin Park's always a good shout as well.
See that. I mean, personally, I wouldn't agree with Sleep Token. I'm not really the biggest fan of them, but it's your festival.
A bit divisive, fair enough.
I've never listened to Sleep Token. My horse is not in this race. And Deftones. I've actually scheduled myself to listen to a Deftones album after this. So maybe they're really good, and maybe they're not.
You should recommend an album here.
Oh, the album I got recommended.
They recommend an album.
Yeah, the one I was recommended was Around the Fur. So I'll start there.
That's a good one, definitely. I'd say you can't go wrong with that one or the one that comes after it, White Pony. They're both very good ones, I'd say.
I know nothing about Deftones other than everyone says they're really good.
I think they're all right. I've only really like one song, but I've yet to like expand my knowledge on Deftones.
Oh, I recognise this album.
Anyway, so do you have any upcoming music that you're soon to release yet that you can talk about, or is it all a bit secretive, hush hush, no one can tell?
No.
Come on.
just released a video.
Awesome.
A couple of weeks ago. I think we're at nearly 6K views on that now, aren't we?
That's
3
awesome.
weeks, not too bad. But we are currently working on new stuff, which is bringing in more styles and genres that we've not experimented with. Things that we've had, like people have said in the past when we've had like reviews, everyone's like, oh, it's like these guys don't know what direction they want to go in, and but then
You're just
you kind of
experimenting, really.
It's not even a case of we're experimenting. We like so many different styles in the band. We want to try and incorporate all these different styles, and not have everything sound the same. So, it's having something for everyone, basically.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You want it to sound different every time, just so everyone has a bit of a bit of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the challenge that you face when you're doing something like that is it could backfire, in the sense of people that like a certain style of music might think, actually, no, this is actually pretty pants. But, I had someone actually come up to me in Asda's like a few days ago, and they was just like, oh, I saw your video, it's like best thing ever, I can't get this song out of my head, and it's really cool.
That's something that is is awesome. Like the fact that you're getting starting to get recognised in just like Asda or something, which is quite awesome.
Yeah. And these people are like in their late 50s.
It's good that like all age. It's good that all ages listen to it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And like with this new project you're working on, what like bands or artists or songs would you like say that the bulk of it is most similar to?
Yep.
What, like band wise?
That's just like musically.
We get a lot of, I'd say a lot of people compare us to like I Prevail is one of the ones we get quite a bit, because they're kind of going for a similar thing, a lot of like heavy stuff, but also sort of pop influences and all sorts of electronics in there. Some of the ones we've already said as well, like Linkin Park, Bring Me. They tend to be our biggest points of comparison, which is, I think, like pretty humbling in a lot of ways.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a really good list to be compared to be fair. So
yeah, there's a lot of big good bands that are just. It is quite cool just to be like compared to them almost.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I'd be happy, just opening for those guys.
yeah, definitely.
I think if we'd done that, I'd be like, yep, I'm happy. I'd be quite happy to retire.
I'm happy. I've opened for them. I'm retiring now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of speaking along the lines of that, is there? I feel like I kind of know the answer. I wouldn't say I know the answer to it, but I know somewhat of an answer to it. So if there was a collaboration like you would like to do with either like another band or another artist, who would you be picking?
Backstreet Boys. Why are you laughing?
I don't want to do something like really out there and like not expected, like, oh, let's do a song with like Taylor Swift or something like that. Craig's looking very like, no.
Do you know what? Like, I Demi Lovato's got like a really good voice, quite a good rock voice.
Yeah, that's really true.
She's got quite a good range on her, and quite strong vocals. Who would fit in our style of what we're trying to do? That's a tough one. Do we go into like the local, sorry, UK kind of chart toppers who's in there at the moment? Like Becky Hill or something like that. I tell you what, actually, I think would actually be quite cool. You guys are probably too young to remember, but in the early 2000s, there was a couple of guys called Oxide Neutrino, which was sort of when garage first came in. I think they did some kind of like really kind of like dark garagey stuff, and I actually love to do something with those. I think that would be really sick. To be fair.
I want to say I'm familiar, but I think I'm also
not, just mainly because I don't listen to garage, but
Yeah.
It sounds cool.
I've been trying to
They were
ease my
like-
way in.
They were
to
kind of
garage.
like underground. They were underground sort of stuff when garage first came into the scene.
Hmm.
But they did a song called Haters, which even to this day, it's like one of my favorite songs. Think of like, no Gangster's Paradise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that, but in a garage style.
That's
Cool.
a blend.
It's like a sense.
It
Yeah.
Yeah.
is a blend.
I've been trying to just ease
Definitely.
myself. Go on, Tom.
No, I'm just sitting there trying to think of an image of how those two songs could, how they could mix.
Yeah, but I've been trying to ease myself into garage slowly over the past.
It's a tough one because garage has come so far from the early garage days.
Yeah, I don't know
So
where to start.
start with like 2000. Start from the earliest.
2000s garage.
Yes.
I really like sensory overload shit. I like loads of just big fucking samples all in my face. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Go.
but oh, you know what? We'll bring this one back because it's a fucking great question. If you could have a mascot, but it cannot be an animal, it's got to be a whiteboard or a piece of chalk, what would you have?
A road sign.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
mean,
The
he's
Junction
not
28
wrong.
The Junction 28 road sign would make sense.
Yeah.
They're just gonna go nick the. They're just gonna go nick it from Brook Street Roundabout.
Yeah.
So a road sign.
Yeah. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I don't know what I was expecting with that one. It was kind of painted out on the canvas for me here.
I think we could choose something different if you want that's a bit more fun.
Oh, I mean, you can feel
That's
free.
it's straightforward. I mean, you
Yeah.
can pick another one if you want, but
This guy.
a hand, well, a glove.
Pink hand glove.
Talking
Oh,
of
well,
marigold.
that's very unkind.
And also, you could be a chicken with it as well.
Oh, sick.
Well,
That's
we're
my
there.
issue. That's been my issue with
Or you
most
could
modern
pretend-
gloves.
You're milking a cow. Very versatile.
So, road sign and pink glove.
Marigold. All right.
Marigold.
Or a bottle of scotch.
Butterscotch works too.
Actually, if we're going to be more
Right.
accurate, we always have a pre-drink, pre-shot called on stage, so it would be a bottle of Jaeger or a tequila rosé.
That's fair.
Ooh, you just made me shiver.
I had that effect.
I would,
No, I can't stand Jaeger anymore. It killed me.
is that from your
In my
21st birthday, Tom?
Yeah,
Jeez, that was
Yeah,
rough.
but
Yeah.
we
What
don't
did you
talk
have?
about
3
that
back to back
anymore.
to back?
yeah,
Yeah.
But did you have it with Red Bull?
but we don't talk about that anymore. Yeah,
Have it on the
that was
rocks.
probably what
That's how
did
you
it.
have it.
Yeah, no, Tom had 3 consecutively within about 15 seconds, and I think that ruined it for him.
I can top that.
How many
So-
did you have consecutively?
Tequilas. We went to a pub and I bought a round of tequilas for everyone. There's 8 tequilas. No one would drink it.
And you did
So I
8
did
in a
8
row.
tequilas. 8 tequilas in a row.
Jesus.
Then we
Fucking
carried
hell.
on with the pub crawl. And I don't remember anything. I just blacked out and somehow I ended up home.
Oh,
With a big scratch on my face as well.
yeah, it's a bit more noble than Tom's story. It was around, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, mate, I'm child. I can't do drink." So Tom was like, "It's okay, I'll have yours." And someone else was like, "Oh, mate, I can't have one." So Tom just necked 3 in a row. Yeah, knight in shining
Can't
armor.
get more on just free.
No, There was one left over, and there was like, oh, there's one left over, and I went, okay, and just took it.
Yeah, I think we need to show him how to drink.
Yeah, maybe you need
Yeah.
to take Tom for some lessons. Not me, as I'm a young, impressionable child who would never touch the stuff.
Oh yeah, no, don't start drinking.
Nah.
Wait until you're old enough. I mean, I didn't start drinking until I was 13.
Yeah, no, I live a straight edge lifestyle.
I was 13. I drank a bottle of vodka.
Jesus, whole bottle.
Oh yeah, I was growing up everywhere.
Yeah, no, that would make sense. Right, how long we got? Okay, I think I can squeeze this in. Are there any bands that you wish you could have seen that now you don't have the chance to see?
Linkin Park.
That's fair, yeah.
I think Linkin Park's a good one. With me, it's always Bowie. Would have loved to have seen him when he was alive. Or Queen with Freddie. That would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Thin Lizzy with Phil.
Cool. I would actually like to add an addition to this now because I've kind of refound my love for Amy Winehouse as well. And
It's a good one, actually.
yeah, like I never really appreciated Amy Winehouse until like probably about a week ago, and I've kind of just like started appreciating the music of Amy Winehouse, and it's just something to listen to, like something I've never really got on with, and I've just decided, fuck it, I'll listen to it for once.
Yeah, Amy Winehouse has some tunes. I can from the single one I can name. Good songs. Anyway, I'm too young. I wasn't in the Amy Winehouse era.
Is that your excuse every
I was
time,
a
Riley? You're
fan.
too young.
Yeah, but I like it.
He's into In the Night Garden at the moment.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yes, my name is Epiosde.
And
Hey, you know that stuff.
that's the heavy shit. That's
Mm.
when I'm feeling a bit risky.
What's the daisy?
I've actually moved on to the harder shit. I'm on the Bob the Builder at the moment, and mate,
Oh, shit.
Even that's before you, innit? Oh, you like the new CGI version?
no, don't you dare.
OG version, mate.
What did they do to him, man? It's really upsetting.
Yeah.
Why can't I just make a new fucking show? Why do I need to make him such a weird little freak?
Yeah, you got to get with the times. I mean, when it comes to Tank Engine, there's now cartoons and also CGI. Paddington Bears, some weird kind of animation, which is kind of cool.
Paddington's
I
cool.
mean, Thomas the Tank Engine is now a meth addict.
Is he? Did I skip an episode?
Have you not seen that video?
I have not.
Did you not see that video? I'll send you the video later.
Okay.
It is fucking amazing.
And we'll give you a few minutes to brew on Thomas the Tank Engine's substance addictions, as the first half of this episode comes to a close before the meeting runs out. So we will see you in part 2. And welcome to part 2. It's fun. Fuck me, man.
Someone get tired, right? Let's do it.
Is it past your bedtime, right?
Way past Molly's bedtime, but we get on with it.
Look, I've had a
Don't worry,
long
we
week.
don't have too long.
It's all good.
Right. So we've got some questions to ask.
Go on, Rilo.
Let me kick it off with one of them, eh? Is there any moment in a film where you would put a specific song of yours?
Yeah. Okay, so there's a film called Debbie Does Dallas, and we've got a song called Don't Say, and it would fit perfectly. Like the opening part of it anyway would fit really quite well in it.
I'm not
always
familiar.
laughing. It sounds like a dodgy film.
Yeah.
Yeah, you telling me you don't know if he does that list?
I've never
No.
heard of it.
Wow, okay. When you're a bit older, you guys have a look into that.
Ow. I'm casually getting my phone up just to look. I'm expecting to see what I think I should see when I hear that name. I'm really
I'm kind of imagining this is going to get
To be
cut.
fair, I don't know the film, but you always introduce that song live as the porn song, so I have expectations.
But to be fair, whenever we play that song live, people do start grinding. I mean, I've never seen Big Hairy Bikers move like that before, but it does get Big Hairy Bikers swinging their hips in ways they didn't know they could do.
And really, if a song can't do that, is it even a good song?
But exactly right. You know, at
It's a
least
good
we're doing
point.
that job. It leaves the floor wet after.
Oh God, oh God. Oh.
Go on, Kit.
you really took some time
Um,
thinking about that, didn't you?
Didn't even have to. Like, it comes to me.
I don't know. I can't. Like you've distracted me now. I don't think I can follow that up. I don't know. Put something in the Barbie film. That was the last film I watched.
I think that was a really good film.
Yeah, good film. Don't Dark Thoughts. That's Margot Robbie's supposedly a heavy metal fan, so that's like a heavier song. I'd put that in there somewhere.
I thought the Barbie film was great. I didn't really understand all of it, but I think that's kind of the point. So it was a cool metaphor from what I understood.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not going to watch it.
I recommend actually. I do recommend you should watch it.
No, even my missus was like, "Yeah, Craig, you would like this film."
Me and
Oh.
Craig think the same. Barbie is bad.
I quite liked it.
Yeah.
You do. You like weird crap.
It's the most popular film of the year. It's not weird crap, Craig.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is. Oppenheimer.
I haven't watched Oppenheimer and I've watched Barbie twice. So
Yeah, I've not watched
You still
Oppenheimer
don't get
either,
what the film's
actually. I
about.
want to watch that one.
well, no, I understand, but it's not something I can relate to. That's kind of the whole point, is that I can't relate to it. But it was a good film regardless, and now I understand.
valid.
Yeah. But I need to watch Oppenheimer because that's meant to be pretty good
Nobody
as well.
understands the meaning of Barbie.
Yeah. I watched the film theory on it. So Tom, what about your follow-up
Yes.
question?
Anyway, so yes, somewhat related to your question in the mind of it's also about movies. So just picture this while Riley's lighting his candle. So they decided to make a biopic about Junction 28, right? Picture that. That's pretty cool. Who would you like to play yourselves in that Junction 28 biopic?
God, do you need a translation of that, or did you get that?
No, that was really
Just
broken
about
up.
got it.
Right, okay. Well, what he said is, oh shit, the candles went out.
That's what you said. Okay, where's the question in that?
They're making the Junction 28 biopic, and who would you have play you?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you for the translation.
I know
Difficult
exactly.
one.
I know who we would get to play Dick. Terry Crews.
To play Dick with that.
Yeah, Terry Crews.
Who?
Terry Crews. I would
Yes.
get okay.
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 Yeah, and then I would probably get Henry Cavill to play Gary.
Yeah, because that's the obvious one.
Yeah. Tico, I would get.
Go on.
Helen DeGeneres. And I guess for Kit, I'd probably get Neil Fielding.
Who was that?
Neil Fielding. Noel Fielding.
No, Phil. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then to play myself, I'd get Kevin Hart.
Cool.
Well,
Big old bunch of random actors, which is pretty.
I think they're spot
It'd be
on.
very funny.
I think they're spot on.
I
Personally.
think it would match our personalities down to the T. To be fair. Oh. I'm the only one that clearly found that funny.
No, I think weirdly, like some of them I was like, actually, yeah. I mean, Henry Cavill for Gary's like one that we make a comparison we make anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to move on to what some may argue is the trademark question of the Uncensored podcast. So after about an hour, we've reached this point, the apex, if you will, where the questions get a bit more hard hitting. They go right for your jugular. They're like Mike Tyson in the 12th round. They're coming hard. They're like a never mind. The point is, there's questions. So, what is the best sandwich?
Best sandwich.
I mean, I'm easy. Like ham and cheese, it's classic. You can't go
sandwich,
wrong with ham and
really.
cheese.
It is a staple sandwich. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite partial to. Okay, there's two. Is that okay? Is that allowed?
Yeah, fine.
Cool. Easy fix when I'm at home. PB&J. If I can get hold of it, which is very rare, if it's only a certain time of the year, is a Christmas sandwich.
Whoa.
Turkey, stuffing, bacon, and cranberry.
You know what? My school has just started doing these pigs in blankets, cranberry sauce, and stuffing wraps. And oh, mate. Fuck yeah. They're so good.
At least tell me it's a Yorkshire pudding wrap.
No, it's just a normal wrap. But beggars can't be choosers.
I've only ever had one of those in my life, and it was amazing.
Let's get some Mexican food and mix it with a British classic.
Yeah.
Riley, what are you doing? Doing like cosplay?
Well, I'm the sandwich sleuth. I ask sandwich questions. That's my gimmick.
Okay.
Please just spare me, man. It's
Fun
been a long week. I'm on the
fact.
cusp.
Fun fact: someone actually tried stealing that question from us, and I instantly shut it down. Yeah, Riley didn't know about this. But, King Kraken tried nicking our sandwich question. I instantly messaged him. Was like, "Oi, don't steal a question."
Fucking like trademark it. Copyright that.
I might trademark it. It might be our first copyright. Fuck the uncensored copyright. The sandwich question is the copyright now.
Oh, I think it's too broad to get copyrighted.
I know it's technically not a sandwich, right? But when I lived in France, me and my dad, who was working on this job, we used to get like a baguette filled with steak and chips in this like steak sauce.
Ooh.
I mean, it's still a sandwich. It's in bread.
Steak and fries in a
Tom,
baguette.
that does not make it a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose technically you could say is a hot dog a sandwich.
No, you couldn't.
Damn, this is hitting a nerve right here.
in this again.
A hot
Right,
dog.
We
is it-
almost
Is it a sausage bap or is it a sausage roll? Who knows? Bacon bap, bacon roll. Who knows?
Riley does, and apparently it hits quite close to home.
If a hot dog is
Definitely.
anything, it'd be a taco. It's a taco with extra steps. It's a soft-shelled taco. It's not a sandwich. A sandwich is two separate entities of bread.
But then, is a burger a sandwich?
Oh, now that's getting tricky. It's closer to a roll.
Yeah, but then they call a hot dog roll.
Yeah, but we've already established a hot dog is not a fucking sandwich. So that's a
Yeah, you're right,
non-stop.
actually, a hot dog.
If you put but if you put icing and sprinkles on the hot dog bun, then it's technically a cake.
It becomes an eclair.
I mean, bakeries do that.
It's true.
I've witnessed that in a bakery.
Shut down.
Right, anyway, away from sandwich questions now.
Then on to music
Riley,
questions.
History week.
Bring out the
It's time for uncensored.
Bring out the big
Big
question.
question.
Big question.
Yeah. So I'll explain the rules. I'm going to ask you to make a
I think we should get a
band. You can
pick
do
for
it
that.
together, or you can each make your own band. But I'd advise doing it together. So you can be in the band, but you don't have to be. You can have as many or as few people as you want, as long as you have at least the core fundamentals of a singer, a bassist, a drummer, a guitarist. You can have anyone dead or alive. They will be alive when they perform, unless you specifically request them not to be. They can have anyone on any instrument, but they will not magically learn to play that instrument and go nuts.
Did you just purposely try and do that in one breath?
Yeah.
And breathe.
Cool.
Right,
I
okay,
think, well,
so-
me and Craig are probably going to go for the same lead singer, I reckon.
Yeah, me.
It's going to be Chester.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who'd you say?
Me.
Oh, nah.
Nah, just stuff. Yeah, decent range, you know. Okay, chest on vocals. Then we're gonna have
I reckon
Drum.
drums. I'm thinking
Joey
Joey
Jordison.
Jordison. Yeah.
Yeah. On guitar, Matt Heafy. Healy.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, mate, that would sound sick, right?
Okay, yeah. We'll go with that. Matt Heafy. And then bass.
Bass, John Five.
Favorite member of Motley Crue.
What?
So my favorite member of Motley Crue.
What, Nicky Six?
No, mate, John Five, because that one time that he played with Motley Crue because they just kicked Mick Mars out.
Fair enough. So yeah,
I thought John
Five
Five was more of a guitarist, though.
They're just the same instrument with different strings.
No. John Five was a guitarist?
I think he is a guitarist.
Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking. What's his name? Is it Twig? Oh, the bassist from Marilyn Manson's band.
Martin.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I'm sure his name was Twig.
I'm thinking.
He said
I can't
Twig,
remember.
Actually, the bassist from Muse.
Oh yeah, he's good. I can't remember his name though.
No, me neither. Bassist from Muse.
Or do we just go with the option that's going to piss Dick off the most and go with Flea?
Oh no, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. The tone and the sound that he uses just wouldn't work in the lineup we've got so far. So if you're going to have someone that's going to kind of fall nicely into that sort of genre that we're creating, then I think you've either got to go, I'm sure it's like Twiggy or something like that, the bassist from Manson's old band back in the 90s, or the bassist from Muse. Yeah, I'll go with him. Can't remember his name. And then do we get synth player?
Gonna have 12 synth players if you really desire.
I'll go with Jordan from Bring Me then.
Yeah, I was going to say that. And then another guitarist actually that I'd like to throw in there is what's his name? DJ Ashba.
Me?
You know who he is?
I recognise the name.
So he's the guitarist for 6 a.m.
Oh, I fucking love 6 a.m. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right? And then I've got lyrics for Life is Beautiful. And oh, wait, what's this? Nikki Sixx's bass.
More than accidents can happen, kind of fellow.
Yeah, first album was awesome. Second album's pretty good. Yeah, so I'll probably put DJ Asper on there in lead as well. Just had some nice melodic undertones in that. And do you know what? Let's chuck in a female vocalist as well. Maybe a bit of.
If you want to go for female vocalists, I was just thinking, is it Alicia from Arch Enemy? Is that her name?
What about the one from Spirit Box?
Oh yeah, she's really good. I can't remember her name though.
Has been announced for Reading and Leeds?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Yeah, got announced.
The heaviest band on the bill.
There's actually not an awful lineup this year from what's been announced so far.
I haven't actually seen it.
Noel Gallagher is on there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna chuck someone else into this band as well.
Okay.
Eminem.
Yeah, okay.
Doing his early stuff, so like the Marshall Mathers LP style, Slim Shady LP, the early stuff that he did. I think the way he wrote those sort of stuff before he sort of went all gimmicky. I think it would sit quite nicely with it.
Yeah. And is that everything for your band, or do you have more?
So we've got two vocalists, male vocalist, female vocalist, and a rapper. Do we like the way anyone screams? No, just stick with Chester screams. That's it, I think. We've got two guitarists, we've got a bassist, we've got a synth player, we've got a drummer. Let's do this.
Okay. Well, I'll give them all a call, and they'll be on the next episode.
Can we make this work with AI?
Yeah, you know what? I could. I'm starting to think that might be the only way we're going to find a use for these things. But that would be an interesting band to mix with AI.
There again, sure of it. No, can't see him. It was there, right? It was behind you, but it's gone now.
I must have missed him. Okay, well, that brings us to the end of our questions. So unless there are any questions that you have for us.
Or anything you would like to plug.
Or anything you'd like to plug.
Yeah, go follow us.
Sick.
We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Grindr, Tinder. We're all on there. Please give us a like, subscribe, and then also, I guess, are you guys looking forward to your festival next year?
Come on, Tom.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I'm quite nervous for it as well. Really. Nervous, but just as excited.
Good.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna be a lot more excited for it when I don't have a fucking bunch of exams. At the moment, I'm just on the cusp of like exploding. But by the time the festival rolls around,
Getting some tissues. Sorry.
oh god. But hopefully by the time the festival rolls around, I will be very Gucci.
Yeah.
But yeah, well then that brings us to the end of this horrific episode of the Uncensored podcast. If you like what you've seen today, go check some other stuff out. Go follow us and Junction28 on Instagram and the YouTubes and the TikToks and all that other hip kid shit. Yeah, do big follow and the subscribes. Leave a comment about your favorite brand of speakers, and we will catch you in the next one. Au revoir, mon ami.